Well, one of the first people I showed the script to was my visual effects supervisor, Andrew Jackson. And I said to him, and he's very well versed in CG, but he's also very well versed in practical effects and understands the value of that. And I showed it to him very early on, and I said, okay, what we need in this film is a thread between the interior process of Oppenheimer, his imagining, his visualizing of atoms, molecules, those interactions, those energy waves. We need a thread that runs from that right through to the ultimate expression of their destructive power when that force is unleashed. It has to live in the same family. And I think computer graphics, they're very versatile. They can do all kinds of things, but they tend to feel a bit safe. That's why they're difficult to use in horror movies. Animation tends to feel a little safe for the audience. The Trinity test ultimately, but also these early imaginings of Oppenheimer visualizing the quantum realm, they had to be threatening in some way. They had to have the bite of real world imagery. The Trinity test, for those who were there, was the most beautiful and terrifying thing simultaneously, and that's where we were headed with this film. So he spent many months working on extremely small things and extremely large things in combination with Scott Fisher, a special effects supervisor who is second to none in the world with blowing things up on a vast scale. And so it was really a combination of scales, and ultimately that spoke to the whole of the film, because quantum physics and the expression of quantum physics through nuclear weapons is really about the incredible disparity of scales. You know, the laws of quantum physics work at this, tiny, tiny level, and then they find expression out in the stars and black holes and supernova and all the rest. So we're really trying to embrace both ends of this scale. And Andrew's methodology and how he achieved those things truly did embrace both ends.
This is a matter of life and death, but I can perform this miracle.
When you do Chris's movies, things that when you read a script you normally would think would be visual effects, you know that you're going to be doing this stuff practically.
They had to film the world of quantum physics. Their whole unit was one big science project. I was daily very jealous.
It's kind of back to the old days.
We did a lot of experimentation. We came up with some very interesting analog methods of how to approach this, all of which was leading to the Trinity test, which had to feel nightmarish and terrifying in a way that computer graphics never really is. What we were able to get into the finished film, to me, is extraordinarily beautiful, but also very frightening.